We talked about this before as well. You and I together, I've talked about it on the show before. Like the lack of sleep used to be a badge of honor where people were like, "Oh, I only got 4 hours of sleep and I'm back to work and I'm doing my thing and I'm here." And now people are like, I'm only 4 hours of sleep and everybody are like, "Whoa, whoa, you
Yeah.
you should
It's like,
really
whoa,
try
your
to
whoop.
get more."
They go like, "What's your whoop score? Like, what's your what's
Yes.
your HRV?" I mean, we now, but now no, we now understand. But that's the thing. Now it's not like I only got 4 hours of sleep last night. Now it's like, oh, I got 7.5 hours of sleep, and my whoop score is whatever. So there
Yeah.
is a much greater awareness. And the thing is, we are now tying in that awareness to performance, right?
Yeah.
I think Brenda Marcello, who talks about recovery, said this. If you and I athletes, or sorry, Rick, if you and I are athletes on the same team, say you and I are both cornerbacks playing for the New York Jets. Why do we want to do that to ourselves? I don't know. But say we both got contracts to play for the New York Jets as cornerbacks. You and I could be doing the same workouts. We could be doing the same practices. But if I'm only sleeping 6 hours a night and you're sleeping 8 hours a night, you're probably going to be playing much better on the field on Sundays than I am, just because you have more sleep and you have more chance for your tissues and everything to become stronger while you sleep. Have you heard that before? Have you heard of that kind of statistic?
Yeah, and I want to speak to it in a different way. So I have a buddy of mine that does a lot of work with NBA athletes, and he says, I can get their ankle moving better. I can get their low back and an SI joint and all this stuff. He was like, orthopedically, I can get them in a good place. But the problem is these guys are 19 years old, 20, 22, 23 years old. They're young generally, and they stay up all night playing Xbox, and they have a hard time getting to sleep and a hard time shaking some of these feelings. So when we talk about recovery, for some people, they get really good recovery in some ways, Pete, but not in other ways. And
Huh.
so I think it's good to show that there's a spectrum of recovery and that you can go after the things that you can tick off the list, right? And then some things for some people are just harder to make happen. And that's something that we want to support, not guilt, not, you only got 4 hours. What's up with that? Nothing like that. It's just how can we support people to help them try to identify where those trouble spots are in their recovery?